Hey y'all, don't worry about your rice cooker today. We making spaghetti. Okay, everybody's favorite. Just kidding. The kids normally just eat like the pasta and like buttered pasta, but I love me some fresh spaghetti, okay? So you will too. Get you some tomatoes, a bell pepper if you have it, doesn't matter what color. I had green. I told y'all we don't waste food, okay? So get whatever pepper you have, an onion and some garlic. You're gonna cut it. Put it in a pan with a lot of olive oil, or you can roast them. I haven't roasted mine yet because I'm one who, one, likes to see the food cook. It makes me feel like I'm really cooking. You feel me? Like, I love that, okay? And I can also, like, add things when I want to, and, I don't know. I just like to cook mine on the stove first. And then also make sure you have some basil and some fresh herbs. You're going to season it slightly just with some salt and pepper, maybe some Italian seasoning. Don't OD, okay, because you want to make sure that all the flavors that you're putting in the tomato sauce, in the spaghetti sauce, are going to come through. So like the basil and the onions and the garlic and the peppers. So let them shine too, okay? But yeah, get you some spaghetti. Stop buying the jarred shit from the stores. If you do buy the jarred shit, only buy it for like cheese sticks, like mozzarella sticks. Like the ones you put in the oven and whatnot. That's the only reason I buy it. I don't buy it to make spaghetti anymore, okay? And remember to keep the jar. Keep the freaking jar. Because if you're paying for anything that's inside of the jar, you're also paying for the jar. And now you got you a free cup or a free jar. Not free, but you pay for it, whatever the case is. But yeah. I also added some paprika and I tossed in some bay leaves, okay? Like I told y'all before, I don't have a lid for this pan, so I just put a cookie sheet over top of it and make it do what it do, okay? While we're doing this, I also have a pot of water going for the pasta. I always add just a tiny bit of chicken broth and a little bit of a splash of milk into the pasta to make it just easier for the kids to eat. They seem to like it a lot more when I do that, okay? And then we got a pound of ground beef, okay? This is mainly for me and Daddy and Royalty because most of the little kids don't like ground beef yet. They're working their way up to it. I mean, we had hamburger and gravy the other day, and I will share the recipe for that soon because that joint was fire, okay? But for now, they just like the pasta. Sometimes the spaghetti sauce, but most times just butter. You can't go wrong with children and buttered pasta. I mean, that joint is in rotation for our household at least once a week or twice a week for dinner, either dinner or lunch. I don't play. Okay. So I know I'm talking a lot. Once your tomato skin is going to come off of tomatoes, that's when you can puree them. Okay. Put them all in a jar or use your immersion blender or whatever you have to get a smooth, creamy sauce. If you use red onions, your sauce might be a little purple. It does not affect the taste. It tastes just as delicious. Okay, it just has more of an orangey tint to it. Okay, don't worry. Sometimes I do it. I really don't care about it because, like I told y'all, we use what we got in the kitchen. I'm not going to the store to get one or two ingredients. We will make it work. And if we don't have the ingredient, we can find something else to make. Okay, there are so many recipes that you can do with very few. Okay, and especially if you have tomatoes is like the base for like almost all sauces. Like, especially like if you use if you like Indian food or like curry and stuff like that, like, yeah, that's the way to go. Always have tomatoes in your house. Tomatoes, onions, and garlic. And if you're feeling spicy, coconut milk. Okay, but anyway, back to, I just put the pasta in. Okay, like I said, it's pasta with a little bit of chicken bouillon and just a splash of milk. The meat is still cooking. I'm not one to drain off the meat from my ground beef. Some people do that, some people don't. I've seen some people rinse them in the colander. Get out of the kitchen if you do shit like that. Don't ever put my ground beef in a colander and rinse it off under fucking water. That's disgraceful. But anyway, like I said, I just let the water and the oils and the fats cook out of mine. It really doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't mind that much because to me it's extra flavor, boo. The fuck? I'm paying for that. I don't really care. It's extra flavor. But once you puree the sauce, as you can see, mine has a little more of a yellow tint because I had different color onions. Not a big deal. And the green pepper. I really don't care about the color. Some people are particular and they want it to look just like spaghetti sauce that you buy from the store. But remember, the spaghetti sauce from the store is also crap. So do with it what you will. I don't know. But yeah, Super simple spaghetti. I mean, look at that. And it's delicious. You got your little Parmesan cheese on top and a little salad with it. And maybe a little garlic bread. Baby. Okay. That's love right there. I mean, you really can't go wrong. But make sure you brown your meat. Okay. Like I said, y'all see that the juices and the fat and the water, it all evaporated. I don't really see the need to drain the meat. I just feel like that's excess. That's one more step that I have to do. And that's one more dish that I got to make dirty. I'm not doing that. Okay. Make sure your pasta is al dente. You don't want it crunchy. You don't want it mushy. Okay. I mean, maybe you do. I don't know. I don't like mine like that. But anyway, yeah, mix this up. This is mad long. I don't know why this video is so long. It's just fucking spaghetti sauce. I added a little bit of adobo. Not original. Don't tell the Italians. But anyway, we got, add a little more flavor to it. I ain't got that many herbs, you feel me? But anyway, I add just a little bit of this sauce into the ground beef because, like I said, not all of us eat the spaghetti sauce with the ground beef. Some of them just like the spaghetti sauce. Some of them like spaghetti sauce with the ground beef. And some of us just want buttered pasta. There's a lot going on when we eat pasta in this house, okay? But nevertheless, it's spaghetti night. And that's how you can make spaghetti the easy way without dirtying up too many dishes, without buying a nasty jar of spaghetti sauce. Yum!